Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. And if you're not, be ready to die, because there is no choice here. I have been doing my research in order to try and perfect the, I guess now third form of Femlotl. And it has gone. What have I understood? What have I gained in terms of knowledge? Very little. Hello, femboy. I'm playing Mega Man X Dive Offline. Why offline and not online? Why don't you answer that? Silly goober. I'm hoping you have fun doing your thing. I have a plan. I have been judged as someone who will not be lasting all the 3 hours I'm supposed to last at this stream. And I will prove everyone who's ever doubted me wrong. It's like a gacha game that Capcom ungotchified and put up on Steam. So it's a gacha game without the gacha. Surprisingly, you're having fun. I'm surprised about that too. What the hell? A gacha game without that. What would you even gacha in the Mega Man game? Like, you don't got... I know there's like one, maybe two robot baddies, but like, that's about it. The rest of them are just standard, no? It's standard little villain robot men. Right, that's not how a skull works. I kind of forgot. But what did I say? I have a plan. I have caffeine with me right now, and later today, as in like an hour or two from now, I'm going to eat ice cream, and hopefully the sugar and the caffeine do not make me die if mixed together. I thought the character called Vile... I bought the character called Vile, and now I'm cruising. Nice. Okay, hold on. Hold on here. Oh, Lord. It's just a skull. We've done this a million times. It's just a skull, right? It's just a head. Okay, don't press so far down on the thing. Okay, you're doing it again, jolly boy. It's okay. How has everyone's night gone last night? Imagine a purple boots fet with big ass shoulder cannon. That's vile, I see. That does sound rather vile, in theory, right? That does sound like a rather vile opponent to face. Just a guy with a massive shoulder cannon. A mini Gundam, if you will. Or I suppose a mini Zaku, technically, if we want to get technical. Because I don't think there's that many Gundams that carried some kind of shoulder cannon. A few, sure, but not a lot of them, I think, as a part of their kit. I'm gonna have to be very peculiar about this. We might just straight up do them in 20 rather than 35. I've been liking 20 a lot better as a line measurement. At least for features. For the outside, I feel like it'll be fine, but for actual features, that's a whole other bag of worms. Check DMs. I shall check DMs. My thighs hurt like a mother trucker. He really is just Boba Fett with the shoulder cannon and purple color scheme, and like the the waist bit reminds me of like the Dragon Ball like Frieza's like guys, you know? Like his little henchmen. What he doing to his thighs? I didn't do anything to my thighs, Fig. And how are you doing? It's been so long. It's been so long. I just did like a bunch of squats and I think I did too many in like a row, so like I hurt myself. He's so fucking cool. He is kind of dripped out, ain't he? Goodness gracious, he did not listen to the Jack. I did not. I will not listen to Jack Sparrow. I will instead defy Jacoby and show him that I can, in fact, withstand the lack of sleep. I will not become angered at anything. I will be joyful. I am playing joyful music. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I will not become angry when I start messing up on things. I think the face is actually a little too small, so let me... I did the line up here for a reason, and then I just proceeded to, like, not follow through with my own, my own thing here. I suppose it depends on how I wish to style the face then, because if I do the traditional little thing like that, I'm not sure it'll work too well with this rendition of Femlotl. Castador, how are you? Your brain hurts? I hope it doesn't, eventually. Hey, Lotl. Hey, Lotl. Blah, blah, blah. I've been busy with the work, so I haven't been chatty, but I've been showing up to some streams and listening in. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad for that anyhow. Thank you for that. I believe this 100%. I've never seen Lotl to be frustrated or angry, especially when sleep-deprived. Never happened in the history of man. I did kind of remember that I wanted to make the eyes for Femlotl a little bit more... How does one say? Clearly ladylike, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna figure out... I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that in a way that, like, still looks like the eyes that I have typically. That kind of works out, actually. Maybe this edge is a little too square. And I'm gonna have to once again see if the... Oh no, because then I can't do the what I just had here. That bit that's kind of like whoosh, going up like that, I think. Because if I do this and I just go straight like that, I guess I could make the eye technically thinner, more almond. Give the eyelash on the top. Give it the eyelash on the top corner. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, unironically, like if I thicken the upper part and give it like an eyelash type of thing going on, maybe it'll give it that little illusion of like thinness or whatever. I mean, the actual eye right now is literally thinner than like the typical YOLO eye, which is more like that. This is a little bit more flatter at the top part, or more... The curve is more closer to a line than the typical curve. If that makes any amount of sense. If I thicken. Why does it feel like this playlist is a little bit on the loud side? At least on my end, it's like kind of blasting my ears a bit. There we go. That reminds me also that I have to look at a couple of these things I'm sort of referencing, because the actual body shape of a feminine lad is a little bit strange to my mind. It's like rectangle and then sort of kind of not triangle. How do I say this? Example, right? Let me just kind of like... Like, this part right here has to be so slight, because if it's too far, it's too womanly. If it's too thin, it's too man. So in order to I have to like hit like some kind of weird sweet spot and angled at the way that I'm gonna have the body angled, which is just, you know, a little bit. It might just, okay, never mind. The pen tip is just acting up a little bit. You know, a slight bit of an angle, right? So let's pretend this is like the side of a rectangle right there. At this angle, doing that whole bit is gonna feel weird, especially when, you know, I have to incorporate ass, which I am not too sure how to do or how much to do. Gelato simply cannot fathom the femboy. I cannot. Shit's a little harder than I, you know, anticipate, but then again, that's basically everything I do when I draw. I just decide, fuck it. Let me do something that I don't know how to do, and I'll figure it out. You're chilling with your son right now? You don't mean to speak in a hyperbole, but he is the cutest boy on the planet. Of course he is. Of course he is. I approve of this fatherly behavior. Hang out with your boy. I will try not to swear. I assume you're, like, not wearing headphones or whatever. So, I know it is probably a little bebe, and he will most likely not remember anything, but just in case, you know? Just in case, I will attempt to swear less. You got headphones? Okay, never mind. The swearing will continue. Fuck, shit, pussy. Anything, other swear words. He eated a peanut butter sandwich. Nice. We love peanut butter. Just peanut butter? Or peanut butter and jelly? Can you have one too? Well, Castador ain't your dad. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I got this. I got this. This a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna need to move that eye a little bit to the side. I feel like this whole face, you know what? Let's not judge yet. Let's not make any judgment. Let's just work on getting things in the right place first. Jelly too messy, entire boy would be sticky. You know what? Fair enough. I do tend to forget how messy children tend to be. It is quite the disaster they put themselves in sometimes. But it's okay, they don't know any better. There we go. If I go like that. Yeah, there we go. That kind of fixes the eye a little bit there. I also do want it to be that, like, if whenever I'm not talking, the eye's like a little wider, right? Like just a slight bit. And whenever I go into like a talking animation, the eyes kind of like slightly close. Like slightly, like I guess like, what's the term? Like not a half-lidded, you know, look or whatever, but they slightly close in. As if they're, you know, you're in Femlotl's sights, you know? He doesn't like pastas that aren't spaghetti and will throw the ball like mech in It's Always Sunny. Wow. Is he picky? Outside of being picky with the pasta. So I assume the boy does not like Alfredo. in Femlotl's sights. Should I be worried? Probably. Because Femlotl, you know, Femlotl might be a bit of a little bit of a fiend, you know, a little bit of a hunter, you know, that's looking for his next meal, so to speak. That's the vibe Femlotl's gonna have. Is he a butter spaghetti lover, or does he appreciate the finer tastes of tomato sauce? I'm thinking maybe even the pupil should... No, because then... No, if this is assuming this is like the forward-looking pose, right? Where they're not looking at the audience, so it'll be like that. Yeah. Your son, when not spaghetti. It took Child Fig a long time to acquire the taste for tomato sauce. He was a butter purist for many years. Oh, I see. So you ate your spaghetti with butter? I think I just ate whatever was given to me. I think I was just like not agreed. Like I was not a picky child, you know. There was definitely some things I wouldn't eat. Like I'm not saying like I didn't have any issues, but usually they were like very specific things that I just did not like the texture of. You realize you have like 0% win chance at chess. You lost to Asian baby. Well, I mean, chess is one of those things you can't just pick up. Chess takes time. Chess takes a lot of time. Found any incest and play Citadel. You first. I might redo the whole head here, because this feels a little weird now that I'm like looking at it. Just slight adjustments, I think. Nothing too crazy. Slight adjustments. Anyhow, how goes it, Max? How goes it? Also, can you draw better men than me? Depends. Depends on how motivated I am to make a thing look good. I feel like this eye's a little... I don't know if this eye's a little too far that way. Great alien. Thank you. Flip the canvas? I don't need to. I can literally like... I don't know how to even do that. Now that I think about it, it's like, how the hell do you flip a canvas? Have I done it before? I feel like I've done it before. Like I figured it out, and then I never used that feature again once I did. Just one time. A single period in time. Check DMs, you got a new toy? Oh boy. Ooh, minigun. Nice. Hopefully it actually is like cool and strong rather than futile and dumb. It's M, is it? Okay, let me take this off. Oh. Sorry, I'm I'm pressing it to like I'm timing it with the song for some reason. I don't know. It's pretty cool, yeah. It kills things good. Dancing, yeah. I just had to have my little head here. He does this cute thing where you lay on the ground while he's playing. He'll come over and pat your head like you pat his. Aww, that's actually so cute. I was kind of dastardly when I was a little one. I apparently apparently my father was lying down, and I just like jumped on him from behind and somehow landed on his nuts. Because I think he was like lying, yeah, he was like lying belly down on the ground or something, doing something, and I just like landed on him the wrong way. I was a bit of a rascal, just a little bit. And a little bit, actually no, the escape artist was my brother. Never mind, my brother was the one that would somehow find a way out of the house. Wait until he finds the edit drawing. He's gonna make him dance. Edit drawing? No, Lord. Too many things to know. The eye kind of looks fine. No, there is definitely something wrong, and I think it's the other eye, for the most part. As always, like, the first eye I do comes out fine, and then I do the other one, and then it's like nightmare fuel. Hey, Alien, how you doing? He headbutted you straight in the face like like a street fight. Like in a street fight yesterday, the other day. Nearly broke your nose. Jeez. Did the kid cry, or did he just, like, laugh? Dastardly fella. Dastardly. Maybe he's not all all cute. Maybe he's got a little bit of evil in him. Or at the very least, the instinct to throw hands. Maybe if I, like, do one of these where, like... No, actually, would that look worse? Because I'm thinking, like, if I do the thing where, like, you have the bit of, like, an indent, because, you know, face, right? Face, when you make, let's say, nose, right? And then... Phew, I'm not describing anything I do correctly. One moment, I have to, like, draw it out, because I can't explain it. I cannot explain what I'm trying to do here, so I have to draw it out. Right, and you have, like, the nose here, right? And then it's like, oh, but the eye is kind of in your face, right? So technically, you have a bit of a type thing going on there. That's what I'm trying to take, like, into account, is this bit right here. And see if that makes it look better, but, like, it kind of just looks freaky. I don't like the way that looks. Don't like the vibe. Got finals in 7 hours, so need to get back to grinding. Much love! Oh, good luck with that, bud. Good luck with that. You have just learned that XOXO means hugs and kisses? It does. It does. As far as I know, anyhow. He thought it was hilarious. He has a high pain tolerance and is a bit too rough. He's also very large for his age and is very strong. Ah, you have reproduced a warrior-classed, you know, humanoid. That's what you got. Nose and eyes should be lower, you believe, but yes. Maybe? No, because I feel like maybe the eyes could be lower. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look, like, at 50 different references like I always do. Make the right eye covered in hair or bandages. Just do the easy peasy thing. Just... Yeah, but that would... I don't know how that would work with, like... Actually, that also makes me think. I'm not sure I want to keep Femlotl's hair as, like, a kind of afro thing. I think I might just make it the same as, like, standard YOLO. So I can't really even cover the eyes. Not in this drawing. The small... Oh, yeah, the small demonstration. Okay. Bye-bye! See ya. Good luck, Alien. Study well. Make sure you rest. I looked at like references for stuff for, you know, the femboys for like 30 minutes before stream, and I was like, it makes some sense. I kind of see the vision, and then I need to learn how to apply it. Let me look for another little playlist. Ah, this one. Okay. There we go. Some 2016 music, as they say these days. I didn't think about the face. I guess I could just make it like rounded eyes, but then no. Could, but I kind of don't want the eyes to be also basically just big circles. Gotta think on it. This is very crucial. What did you do with the other 28.5 minutes? What do you mean, what did I do with the other 28.5 minutes? Didn't I say I took the whole 30 minutes? What are you trying to imply here? Right, okay. Here's the other, I guess the other issue I have to worry about is like the eyelid, but that I guess I can worry about when I do it differently. I should have done the like body and then the face on a different layer, like I did with a centaur gal. I guess I can do that in the line art, but then when I do the different kind of eyes, like when they're in different positions, I think I can remove them and put them on a different layer, if I remember correctly. I just have to actually be careful with how I do this. I might change them anyhow, but I'm just gonna... Ah, man. You know, I might as well just erase them and start all over again, and then do that on a different layer. This'll take a while. This'll take a while to make it look good. This is not something I'm used to. At all. Even the nose, I'm like, do I want that kind of nose, you know? Do I want the standard yellow nose? This is kind of like a little... It's a little rectangle. At like an angle. I think I'm just doing the same thing here. What if I erase this top bit here? Maybe a little bit like that, and then just kinda... Okay, never mind, hold on. We're gonna be here a while. Erase this bit, because it's bothering me. It's kinda getting in my head. It's in my head! The bugs are back. I was listening to like Dracula Flow earlier in the morning, all over again, like the whole couple of hours. I forgot how long it is. I think it's technically an hour or something. And it's never not funny to me. it's just a classic thing to listen to. I don't know. It's so damn good. I took a sip. I took a spoonful of the Papa Gelada, a sip of the Jose. Everything went red for 8 minutes. Woke up again. And Geneva. Oh man, I did it again. That's like my favorite line. Just waking up in Geneva. Oh man, I did it again. Yeah, there we go. That kind of fits what I want to do a lot better, actually. I did say I was gonna do it on a different layer, and then here I am doing it on the same layer, like a buff. Maybe that's part of the reason why everything looks so off. I made the head just too big. Okay, how big would it be? Like that? Nah, then that kind of looks weird if I do it like that. No, it's got to be a little bit coming back here. Yeah. How close? Like, do I want... I guess we can kind of do like the same thing we did with number 2, which is the one I'm currently using. So up to like thigh level. So I have to consider how many heads, I suppose, tall the image is. About over here, maybe? Yeah, let's... Okay, that's fine. I think. Or would that be too much to the side? I think that's too much to the side. Over here. Am I satisfied with this? Let me take a sippy of the cafe because I really want a coffee. I've been needing this coffee since like the earlier one I took in like 2 in the morning. Oh goodness, that's so warm. So warm. I kind of want to do the shin like more anime, but every time I try to do it, it only really works with like a certain characters I try to do. It doesn't really work with like more grown ones, I guess. That's one way to put it. Maybe I just, yeah, okay. Man, this can kind of work out, I think. But then would that make the head too small? I guess we can just use a smaller line anyhow for the details that we decide we need. Would that look right? Okay, okay. Alright. Sure. Should I pull a couple of these images over here so that I can just have them there? That one doesn't really show much of what I need. That one is kind of a good example. But that one's like very forward facing. I guess I could try and still use that. Try to implant the image in my brain. And then kinda do the whole spin an apple in your mind type thing. Just rotate image in the brain. And you'll get something, hopefully. Is this just the guy from Genshin Venti? Yeah, that's literally just him. Okay, well, I mean, he is a femboy, you know? That would technically also work for my purposes. How's his, like, head, chin line looking? That's what I never understand. I guess the hair does kind of calm down with a lot of these anime characters, right? Like, they kind of don't have, like, a jawline in the normal sense. It's always just like a... You know, like, it just kind of goes on till the back of the head. So, that's what confuses me about this right here. Like, would I just need to go like that then? And in order for that to make sense? And I'm doing this in like very like harsh line rather than light lines. Let's say this is the... It would have to be rather close to the bottom of the circle, wouldn't it? In order to come off as more feminine. Because if I do it too low, it's gonna... Yeah, it's not gonna... Doing that kind of curvature that I need is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Because it's just gonna be longer. So it's gonna come out looking weird. Okay, alright. So... Yeah, I guess I can just... Yeah, this isn't gonna look right either, because I always struggle with this whole one eye looking good, the other one not looking as good type thing. Sleep later. Femlotl must be formed. The femlotl I am now is no longer satisfying. I can do better. If I can just figure out how the anime heads work normally. Well, how are you doing, Jack? Have you gotten back on Overwatch to attempt and accomplish the torturous task of drives? Minecraft? I see. But Femlotl has always been satisfying. Let's be honest, like, look, I can admit that. I can admit that. It's a bit goofy looking. My issue is, I still don't know how to draw women. I can barely draw men. Drawing womanish men. Should, in theory, be a sweet spot, you know? But, it's actually weirder for my brain. Can you admit you love cock? What kind? Like, that one? Or this one, you know? This one, or penis, yes. Penis looking ass. Damn, okay. Maybe I should do just like a normal YOLO nose then. Because I still cannot figure out how to do like an anime nose without it looking funny. But that in its own right, I don't know. Peanuts. All peanuts? Damn. That's a lot of peanuts, and that does give me a lot of wiggle room here. I don't know if Alotl has had enough alcohol to admit that perchance. There we go. I couldn't see because my stand, the thing I'm using to keep my phone up, was in the way. I need to pull these references actually onto the canvas so that I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Which ones, though? That's the issue. Like, which ones? Because a lot of them are just furries. Which, you know, outside of the body shape would not really help me. Like, the face shape is what I'm having a struggle with. No, he doesn't need any. I don't, not really. It just makes it a lot easier if I do. Well, here's the line shoe. I'm trying to look for something that isn't too, you know, too saucy, because you never know with Twitch. You never know. This one's kinda at the angle. That's one, I suppose. That's another. Okay. Okay, here's image number 1. Let me get, like, a more... I don't know how many to use, like 4 maybe I'm gonna need. This one's furry, but I do like the shape, so... I'm gonna have to use it too. Número 2. Let's see. This one's also... This one's also a body one I like, so I'll use that one. True, he needs a nap, I think. Furry Lotl? No, we're not doing Furry Lotl. The fanboy image I have saved as a reference just so happens to be a furry. I'm using that particular reference for the body shape, okay? Not the head, not the face, just the body. Because I need to know, I just like the curve of it. Oh, not the three of you saying furry lotl. Can I see the reference image? In a second. I'm still looking for more. Because I'm gonna need like a lot. Because I realize this task is a little bit difficult because women shapes or similar shapes, anything that's feminine, I guess my brain is struggles to put down into digital paper. The men, kinda I can get a lot easier. The lady-ish shapes, not so much. it's a little harder. You would think it would be simpler, considering there's less to worry about, less definition and whatnot. But like, apparently not really. It's the opposite. It's the lack of defined shapes that make my brain go, huh? Just smooth. It's just smooth, especially with the femboy. You're just drawing a rectangle, but making it look curvaceous somehow. It's the art of managing the volume of the thigh. Probably. Model can only comprehend manly men. Oh, I see. That's one way to explain it. Scroll. Just burping out of nowhere. My sincerest apologies. My apologies. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, I just like saw something. Can I draw you as a furry? Sure. I don't care what you guys draw me as. You guys can do whatever the hell you want. Whatever got the creative juices flowing. You have my seal of approval. Not you stealing that from me. What am I stealing from you? Who's stealing anything from you? Once I draw you as a furry, can I post it on? Do whatever. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. It's your image to do with as you please, so, and I can't stop you from making it. Apollo cheese? That is not your thing. I need like a fourth image. I only have 3, cause like the shape I'm looking for, I can't find the right thing. I'm not satisfied with some of these. That one's just a woman. Pinterest is not the most accurate source, you know, it does not give me the most accurate things that I ask for, but it tries, you know, I can't be too mad. You're a fashion. I am. You just ate a whole pizza yourself? Damn. Nerium? Neri, why would you eat a whole damn pizza for? Big and round. Can you tell me happy birthday? It's jot my birthday, but I just dreamed it was, and I got stopped by the police because I kept appearing in different seat of the car every time I blinked, despite me not owning one. IRL. Well, happy birthday. Despite it not being your birthday. And I hope you stop teleporting from share to share in your dreams. I'm not going on E621. Especially when I need a human face attached to it. Because I'm not even sure how to get the right face shape going. I'm very, like, stuck on that. I'm hard stuck on it, and it won't leave my mind unbothered until I accomplish this task successfully. Furries are the hottest femboys, though? Listen, that's a whole other debate. That's a whole other debate. You know what? Sure, let's use this fellow. Why not? And okay, let me just go over here. I forgot how to do this because I forget every time I do this. Where are those? Right, they're in downloads. Drop them. Reference images. There we go. Got like 4 different ones. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. This is just gonna be hell for me. The Femlotl is gonna be actual torture to get done. I don't know why I thought this was a great idea. I really said, yeah, let's do this. Yes. Okay, put this over there. I wish I could, like, crop the image. That would be so useful if I fucking could. But I can't. Like, if I go over here and I just... It just shrinks the whole damn thing. I wish I can just, like, cut the sides off a little bit so that I can have it close to the image, because it genuinely does help me if it's closer to the image. I have arrived at a very awkward time. Nah, you're fine. Thank you, Yol, Fig, and Tough. No, not Twitter. I don't know about that. I've been on Twitter. Nah, Twitter's fine. You just gotta treat it as the playground it is. I see I'm not allowed to look at my phone at work anymore, thanks a lot to the Lotl stream. Wow, my fault? Damn. Listen, just put your phone face down. Actually, who's coming up to, like, look at your phone? That's rude. That's very rude of them. Don't let them do that. Tell them they're being rude. Okay, so the eyes are... Let me do that on a different layer. Eyes 1, because I need, like, 2 different stages of eyes. Not counting the blink. I think the nose should be moved a little bit, honestly. Part of my brain is telling me to move the nose a little bit to the left. Part of it is telling me no, that's stupid. But let me do that and see how it looks. What's wrong with Venti? There's nothing wrong with Venti. He's just over there. Venti's in the bottom left. He is. Yes, that's where he is. Okay, I forgot I'm in the wrong fucking layer. I do this every time. Okay, well, it moved that now. There we go. And I think I moved the actual... I think that's fine, actually. That's fine where it is. Can we send femboys in help jolly? Just send them to me directly. Don't send them in the help jolly section if you. I doubt the ones you have in mind are gonna help, considering you're looking up furry femboys. But sure, send them to me. Venting these nuts. Sigh, you didn't accept my friend request, didn't I? Do I need to accept a friend request in order to receive a message? I didn't know that. I thought you could just send messages to people. Why do I, like, click on something and then it's just that guy from Baki? Max just drew the fucking bug from from that game, the DLC. I forgot the name of it. Fucking Silk Song or whatever. Depends on your settings. I don't understand social media, bro. I hate it. It's just not straightforward ever. I don't know how to repeat the thing on the other side. You're the only thing about it that isn't straight. Wow. Okay. But then that eye looks like it's low, so I need to raise it, I think. Or do I? Do I need to raise it? Flipping the canvas isn't necessarily helping me because I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for when I flip the canvas. So I will not flip the canvas. This part isn't curved the right way. Hot eyeliner, I know. I have no clue how I'm gonna do like the sort of like half-lidded look, like, you know, going from just fully eyed to like, you know, adding a little bit of a eyelid to it. It's like, no clue how I'll do that, but I'll figure it out. Flip it more. It's like fidgeting. You'll get ideas flowing. I see. There we go. Okay, it's curved the right way now. Draw volumes? I don't know what the hell you mean by that. Like, oh, not the causing a toin. Not this again. Please forget. Just forget that ever happened. You guys really are my, like, Sisyphean task. I'd be, like, looking... Well, no, this eye would be a little more over here. Would it? Okay. But then the head looks big as fuck. I gotta raise the eyes, I think, and maybe make them bigger. It could just be also a thing of, like, there's no hair there yet, so my brain is telling me it looks, you know, big as hell, but the space is going to be covered with... I still think it looks too big. I don't know. Somehow I'm just not doing this right, but I'll get it eventually. Up. And bigger. Okay, that's one eye. Other eye. Let's get a move on here. Up. Honestly, do I even need to make that eye bigger? Draw hair? I don't know. I feel like I gotta do that last, otherwise, I don't know. Life is simply unfair, don't you think? It sure as hell is. We are a pretty deviant community that is growing? Yeah. Somehow. Anime Lotl. Lotl has always been anime. It's just not very good. Then you can add the human... the Homfa agenda. I will do anything to push the Homfa agenda. You have no fucking clue. Actually, isn't it? No, I think you spelt it wrong. It's H-M-O-F-A, not H-O-M-F-A. Silly, silly, silly. Tough. Who's we? Nintendo we? I don't speak French. I'm torn between retaking drawing or learning how to make Blender for me. Whatever your heart desires, flip a coin. Yeah, it's... yeah, H-M-O-F-A. I'm pretty sure, anyways. Like, that's... abbreviations, you know? Either way, you and I know what we're talking about. The others might not. Go into the drives. No! My heart desires to run and jump and play. The body seems to disagree. You just gotta get it going a little bit, you know? You just gotta start. You just gotta start, and then it'll follow through. It'll be like, actually, this is not so bad. Let's be okay with this, right? Let's just be fine with this for now. The silly boy that is me will continue the struggle. Ear fluff, very important. Okay, that's clearly a little too small. There we go. Wiki is a fish and wants legs. That has to be the saddest thing I've heard in a while, and I've heard a lot of sad things. The body is old, the weakness of a mortal shell is now becoming apparent. Could my mind and soul find refuge in the cold, hard steel of a machine? Maybe temporarily, but will it suffice forever? Other ear is becoming a bit of a struggle, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Sure. Would you even see that much of it? Maybe you'd only see like a little bit. Who knows? I yearn for the certainty of steel and the strength of iron. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, flesh. Me. Flesh. Icky. Me. That's what it sounds like. This is gonna be... Let me name the layers real quick. Hair, and then this one that we're working on is just body. I'll leave it on paint hair. It is imperative I lob my shit off and replace it with a rod of indium. Indium? Is that what it says? Indium, because I think it would be fun to play with. I would the machine. Why would you the machine? There's nothing to do the machine with. Oh my god, coffee tastes so good. If coffee was a woman, I should draw coffee as a woman. How is the neck done on these lads? Okay, so it is kind of done from, like, a reasonable, like, distance back here. And then the front part is kind of, like, right there. Oh, other side, I should say, not necessarily the front, because technically this would be the front. That's one only cow you'd need to draw. What, coffee? I think coffee would be a beautiful woman. I'm still pondering whether I should make the eyes bigger. Or try to just keep the sexy eyes. I guess it depends how all the rest of it looks. Alright, and then you got the fucking horns, the fugly-ass horns. That I still never know where exactly to place them. Draw 3 horns, 2 in the head. What's the third one then? I'm always fond of the chemotherapy stage of your drawings. My bad. Listen, they gotta start off somewhere, you know? I guess at this angle, it would just be... like that, right? But then it kind of looks too high, so I think that's probably better. Because if the other one goes up here, then that is almost like higher than where this one is at. Yeah, because this would be up here, this would be down here. It wouldn't look correct. No, my bad. I enjoy them. I see, I see. That is good. That is good. I do enjoy my work at its worst stages. Oh god. Now comes the actual body. Oh lord. This is where, like, the proportions of things comes to haunt my mind. Because we can just say it's like about this length to the shoulders, and that kind of seems to match up with that, with that, with this, with that. Like, the distance between the head and the shoulders does not seem too great. Which makes sense, right? It's not supposed to be broad in the first place. It's like... It's still... Maybe this one needs to be a little closer. No, not like that. Right there, I think, is probably better. Because I'm trying to think of, like, how, you know, a rectangle this bit is. They do have, obviously, like, an inward curve, so I have to take that into consideration. Draw a big Pinot first. Draw! I can't enjoy them if they're like, if I can't enjoy them at their worst, do I have the right to see them at their best? I suppose. Drop $300 in anatomy for artistic books. Why do that when I can just look at porn? Chemolotl. Something like that, and then this one would go from here. But then that kind of feels too short, no? I'm not sure about that. Business expenses? I love free, take a chunk of your soul things. Listen, nothing in the world is free, but at least you don't have to spend your hard-earned cash. I kind of despise the shoulder that's like facing towards the camera, the metaphorical camera here. It bewilders me. There we go. No, that's not right either. Fuck! No, because it's like I did this curve right, and now I'm trying to like mimic it on this side, and it's just like... Brain is like, nah-uh! It's like, the fuck you mean nah-uh, bro? Just do it. I'm not gonna lie, Yolotl, I don't know anything about drawing, but the shoulder circles hurt my soul for no reason. They hurt me too, trust me. I am in pain constantly. May not sound like it, but I'm trying to laugh the pain away. Although you could probably tell that part already. Because I'm thinking like here, technically the front of this shoulder, right? Because this would be the side. This circle here would be the front of it. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. Okay. Which means that this would be like... like that? This side would look a little bit longer because it's closer to the camera. Not that long, though. It's a little longer. I know you want a fat thigh femboy to tom you, then you'll be happy. I'll be happy with a lot of things. Wait, sorry, I'm not... In my 10th account to say despicable horny things. Not to worry, YOLO. I sent more femboy references in Discord. Oh god, I forgot you guys were sending me things. Piss. Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you too, Wiki. They basically got no chest. I mean, they do, technically, but it's like... It would be just like this much showing, really. No, damn, fucking proportions. Why didn't you thank me? I thank you for your contributions through my psychic capabilities. You saddened me. I saddened myself too, and I apologize. But be not afraid. There is always I don't know. There's something. The sun, the grass is always greener on the other side, you know? Glad to see Yolito's blindness always makes him miss the punchline in my chat. I'm so sorry. Knowing Wiki, this must be diabolical. Wiki sent me literally this. This is what Wiki sent me. He worked very hard on it. I'm trying to think if that is roughly correct. Longer? Probably, right? Longer. I think. Because shoulder would end about here. Or not shoulder, fucking elbow would be like right there. And if this is... Because I'm like taking this guy... I'm trying to take like these three into account mainly. Because you can see more of their body than you can with this one. Show them what I sent. Everybody can see what you sent me. Can't they? You sent it yourself into the general. Don't erase it. That was your best art to date. I knew it would be something dumb like that. Fuck you too. Some people might be blind. You act like the only people here I do not have access to the Discord. Foolish. You are foolish. For him, it ends a little higher. For this guy, I kind of can't tell, honestly. For him, I guess it's kind of equal, so... Okay, what if we just keep going with this idea here? Would there be a little bit more chest this way going like that, though? No, because it's not particularly pronounced. Because flat, right? Soft, that's what I'm thinking. Flat, you know, soft. Well, I say flat, it's mostly meaning soft. Yo, show us your favorite femboy ever. There's too many. I've Scene. Put Braille on the screen, fuck-ass. Phone battery evaporated. Goodbye. See you, Fig. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for watching, even if you don't, you know, type in chat. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good luck with work. Make it home safe. He turns the stream off, showing a black screen and a reflection of the viewer. You guys. My favorite femboy was you guys all along. This over here would be more outward, I think, because it would be more like that image. Right? I mean, this one is kind of technically a little bit up, down, and this one is more so that way, but same principle, I think, still applies. That maybe there'd be a little bit more going on back here. I'm not sure, though. This is what's bad about my brain. It doesn't know. It always doesn't know. Even when I have something right in front of me. I'm gonna get my ice cream soon, my little sundae, to compensate for something. I don't know. Be a little bit of muscle there, but not a lot. Would that? No. Now I'm thinking that the arms would be too thick if I do it there. So do I need to make this bit a little bit more? Probably, right? Because it's still technically angled a little bit, so I think technically... Man, there's a lot to think about here. Still looks too, like... Because I'm thinking, like... This down here is, like, where the legs start happening, right? And this is too, like, flat. My brain is telling me. Where are nipples? I don't think Twitch likes nipples, so I'm not drawing the nipples. I think Twitch has a bit of an issue with that. Funny enough. Okay, hold on. Because I think I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm not thinking correctly about this. Okay, let me do another layer here real quick. I need to, like, actually draw a rectangle. Alright. I suppose if you can see the top... There we go. You're not supposed to technically, because it's not angled. Or supposed to not be angled that way. Maybe it would be better if it was angled in a way where you would see the top more like in this image. I'm not too sure, though. Hmm. Put those things away, slut, you think? I think, therefore I am. Son of a bitch. And then this bit right here would be like that. Not the straightest lines, but fuck me, I'm not like spending 5 years trying to do a rectangle that's supposed to be a guide anyway. Halt my progress here. Okay, it is kind of halting my progress actually. You're not sure I'm capable of thought. Me neither. And it does indeed bother me. But I have to try. I am born this way, I gotta deal with it. Yolita, do you want me to scan for you my book on drawing, perspective, and volumes? I'm okay, I'm alright. I'll get it through. If I managed, listen, I managed to do the image for Legacy of Kain. I'm sure, I was so sure I had this kind of under wraps now. Ah, almost done with my coffee here. Damn, we've already been here for an hour 30? Jeez, and I barely got anything done. Oh lord. This does not bode well. Okay. Back to body, back to blue. Nothing is ever straight with me, is it? Probably not. That's a... I mean, you wouldn't see this bit, but let's just do it for the sake of my brain understanding where things are. No, it'd be just full, more smooth, more just flat, no? Something like tells my brain that I'm still doing the chest like too forward. I don't know. Like, I think that's what's messing up my whole thing, honestly. I could just try to ignore it and try to just do the shape of the body without it, but like, I don't know. It's probably not a good idea. Oh, Lord. Sorry about that. Just got sent on like a random little side quest. Because of course I did. You know? Of course. Of course. Now of all times. Not when I'm not doing anything for several hours of the day. It's gotta be now. It's just gotta be now. Faca, you know? Faca. With a capital F-A-C-K. What was I trying to do? Okay. I did bring my ice cream along, so at least there's that. There's a positive to my side quest. Side quests are fun, and you get money XP from them. Not when the side quest is given by the one who brought you to the planet. To the plane of the mortal realm. Alright, because this would be... Actually, that's too wide. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about anything here. I'm just going with, like, the flow, and the flow is not helping. Because if I start from there and go like that, it feels like I'm doing this wrong. That's no longer a side quest, because failure results in game over. This bit just feels off, I don't know. I guess it would be just kind of like part of it, or look like it's part of it. There wouldn't be much of a differentiation there. No, because even in that one, but then again, that one is more turned that way in comparison to this. So maybe I should just try to do that, this whole thing from more of an angle than I already am doing it at, to try and make it easier on my brain. Mayhaps that would have to be what I do here. Oh, Lord. I'm definitely gonna procrastinate in finishing this, which means I'm probably not even gonna finish this. Alright, let's just erase the fucking whole body here. Just nothing looks right. 10,000 lashings. I mean, you say that, but at this point, it's like the mental anguish of failing at doing this correctly is greater than the physical pain you can bring upon me. Which means I'm gonna have to redo the box as well. Or maybe I was just being dumb and I was on the right track. I got no clue. I don't know why this is, like, harder to understand for me than the others that I've done before. I mean, it could just straight up be the lack of sleep, but you know. Okay. Untrue. I will make it antagonizing and nothing like your homosexual drawings. I highly doubt that. Let's see. Let's say this is where the shoulder is, right? Motherfucker. Oh, go straight. Please. Oh, Lord, come on. There we go. I'm like really trying to lock in. Like really trying to lock in here. Take your time. I'm trying. I gotta remember my ice cream is here too, so I can't leave it there for forever, like I do with my coffee sometimes. I do gotta remember that the shoulder kind of like is its own piece, right? There's like the neck thing that goes down, and then the shoulder itself. Your goo eater instincts will melt your ice cream, so that you have more goo to eat. No, I need my stuff to not be goo for once. Okay, coffee done. This mix of music is certainly something. Can I open this without, like, knocking 7 things apart? Sometimes, do you guys do this thing where, like, you try to open something that should be very easy to open, and, like, your body just decides to use a lot more force than is necessary, and you just end up, like, knocking something over? Or, like, smacking your hand against something? I do that all the damn time. I just too often. I hate it. It's an Oreo little thing. Yummy. Standing on business. I don't know why I said that. This stuff tastes good though. It is cold. It's always bags of sugar or rice or other very hard things to clean up, uh-huh. The rectangle is peak gelato physique. Charge your phone. Phone edge training. What the hell are you guys on about? It's ice cream, I know, but, you know, doesn't mean it has to be that cold. I'm making an assumption that this part of the arm has to be that long. I'm not actually sure here. Because I don't know how I'm supposed to... I guess I can try and make the little rib cage here, you know? Line! Would this make sense? Hold on. I guess. That's the answer I have found. I guess. I come back and from models in a box. Listen, I have to do this in order to understand where things are going, because I very much do not understand where things are going, and I think I made a ribcage maybe too big. Those are some big pectorals. They're not pectorals. They are ribs. Be stan big saggy moobs. Oh lord. Now y'all have the idea in your heads. I think technically this will go back here now, because this goes that way. And then you don't see this part of the rib from this angle that much. Maybe it's too low here. You need more room for that chest if those are ribs. Man, I don't fucking know. This was a lot simpler in my mind than I had originally thought it would be. Who knew that trying to figure out the chest to waist ratio would be something of a task. Well, the ribs have to end somewhere around this line. If the elbow is at this point, maybe a little lower even, like around here is where the rib line, you know, would be ending at the furthest. Hey, it's Faust. You forgot what you'd agreed to call him. The sleepiness overcame, mayhaps. It's fine, it's a Friday. Okay, so like... Alright. You don't get to see the actual back here from this angle, I think. Or do you? I guess it depends on whether... I didn't even think how I was gonna pose this motherfucker. Ah, my god. Okay, whatever. Let's not worry about that. That's not a moan. That's a sigh of exasperation. That is me going, damn, where did I go wrong? This side would be more flat, because it's away. This side would be showing more. I think. How much, though? Would that even be correct? I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Okay, let's see, like... That... I don't think this is correct at all. There's gotta be some fucking YouTube video on this, bro. Some motherfucker out there has to have something of a video on this, because I definitely cannot learn this myself. Does it even look right? No, because this feels like it's not long enough. Okay, now I'm just being stupid. Because I am, but like... I'm wondering how much this goes inwards. Right, because if it ends here, it feels like it's gonna go like that. Hmm. Okay, fellas. I think I'm way in over my head here. Somehow. Alright, let's just forego this mission for the time being. I have thrown in the towel officially. And I just cannot comprehend it. Let's just fuck around. I don't know what I don't get is the thing. Like, I don't know why I don't get it. That's the thing. I don't know why I don't get it. It's the worst fucking part. It's like, I know I don't, but why? Like, what's so confusing about a fucking waistline going like this, you know? It's something, it's something. Back to good old lamp pups, you know, when all else fails, I can always rely on drawing a little silly lamp up. Here we go. This one came out rather angular. That's okay though. Lamb and the Ram pups are us, right? No. Incorrect. They are also me. You guys are just a kindred. Humanity. You people are just people. Funny people, but people. It all revolves around this diva, exactly. It's all just me. It's always been just me. It's in the graph. You're wondering in what chart and where the chat laid in the Jolly lore. And you'll we trust. You gotta trust me. I do not like how I only cook on like specific days. That is not good for the progress of my mission here. Let me look for another little playlist thing. Cook meat. Cook meat. Be careful, y'all, with new fans. The land pups will be land bruvs, especially from Nerium. Near what? In anthroform specific. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Lamb buffed, especially from. Oh, okay. Nerium into anthroform specifically. Okay, I get it now. I get what you mean. I was still stuck on like I'm like trying to do too many things at once and trying to remember to do the other things as well. So you confused me with that sentence. Waiter, waiter, more white girl music. We T woman music. Let's see. Which one looks good? This one with Dr. House or whatever looking very serious, why not? Wu-Tang gang music. What the hell does what even is that? You will spin the block on tough. Not gang violence between you guys. Oh lord. You're all just wild, aren't you? You're all just a little wild. Let me eat my ice cream for a little bit. I do want it to be eaten before it turns into liquid. You already know volumes and perspective. You just need to crash course on anatomy. See, here's the thing. I kind of know it too. But whenever I apply it, it's like a 50-50 on whether I'm actually gonna like get something done or whether my brain just decides to go, what? Like, I drew a whole damn centaur girl. I should be able to do a damn person. But no. Jolly doesn't get to do things. Jolly doesn't progress. Rah. You're on the wrong side of the neighborhood, fish. I want to project the funny picture in my mind onto the page. Do so. Use your mind powers. Go ahead. I don't know what's wrong with this particular lamb pup. I just made him look kind of crazy. Goodbye, you're heading home. Make it safe. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. Thank you for coming by. Have fun during your weekend or today when you're just doing things. People are very uniquely structured. I think besides monkeys and apes are the only bipedals, and even then our torso isn't 90% of our body. Yeah. It might just be better if I do this on my own, assuming I actually get around to it. It's always on stream too. Like every time I try to do it on stream, it doesn't ever come out as good as if I like do it myself, just without streaming it. So maybe there's like there's some kind of pressure in my brain that's just not letting me lock in. I don't know. Freaky little guy. Someone that's making food, you can smell it and it makes you irate. Why does it make you irate? Just go and ask for food. You live in the garden lily pond. I stand over you in my little green hill. Wow, you're lording over him for no good reason. And I draw their paws in like a very particular way. You will not stand for such slander. You're throwing down the gauntlets. I'm gonna draw you as a tiny goldfish, Wiki. That's, I feel like, very disrespectful. I can't lock in. I will draw a culebra. I think I can do a culebra. Or some kind of lizard. This is probably the goofiest little snake ever. There we go. That's very snake-like, I would say. Not the most unsuccessful tubular individual I have created. You'll cease insults against this snake this instant. I love his silly face. I'm not insulting him. He just looks like a tube. You cannot say he doesn't. He very much just is a little guy. Just a little guy. My goodness, this is still very cold. Holy. I don't know if I want to do like a million scales. Mostly because I don't know how to draw a scale. I guess like a million little Doritos, you know? Would that work? Yo, it's still ice cream, I know. I can't bitch and whine. Come on. I'm just trying to bitch and whine the stress of my failure away. Let me have this. Let me have it. Ominous, ominous snake. There we go. He looks like he's smiling a little more. And let's draw like a little guy over here. I don't know. I'm drawing this fucking mouse like this. Draw him in an ice cream form. You know what snakes, how snakes coil up. How am I supposed to do that with this? I guess I can like make a little continuation here. This doesn't really work because I can't show the ice cream cone. It's like someone saying it's hot after being in the fucking stove for an hour. Oh, my bad. Sheesh. Didn't realize I couldn't just do a thing. You do it like artists do little tiny sketches on the side showing the different poses. There you go. Boom. Ice cream. Ice cream snake. I'm 1984ing you. Damn. You're just bad. You're just a bad man, Wiki. Little guy. Little guy is just looking up at him. Oh, you're so bad. Thank you for trying, y'all. You're very welcome. That snake is so you? You're gonna eat the little guy? You're gonna slay him in your ice cream cone castle? Snake and propeller hat. That would be pretty funny. It looks off, but you know. You get the idea. I think it could be angled a little bit more upwards, actually. Oh, he is looking down, so... They're definitely big and slinky and menacing, and not the mouse who's small and meek and cute. I don't know. What if you are like the mouse? What if that's just your perception, you know? Your own perception making you think you look one way. What a great image. Okay, next thing. What shall be our next little doodle? Oh, snake of the ice cream cone, what is your wisdom, bird? Oh, Lord. Why, bird? Birds are complicated. They got beaks and stuff, man. There we go, bird. Boom. He looks like the bird from Finding Nemo that goes mine. I was looking at a bird, and it's the first thing that came to mind. Well, this is my bird here, and I'm not even sure what it is, what kind of bird. It kind of looks like a parakeet a little bit, but then not really at all. It's just some abomination. He's just some godforsaken little creature. He is it's an awesome bird. I feel like you just say that to be a contrarian with me. Just to be a little contrarian. The social battery is winding down. It is running dry of the energy. You being wrong does not make me a contrarian. It absolutely does if you are just arguing for the sake of arguing. You know what bird I really like? Owls. I like owls. They're so silly. They're just a silly bird to look at. Like, what do you mean, this little guy? You know, this little thing. That barely does anything but sit around and look at people. Is somehow some kind of apex predator. Like, what do you mean? That makes no sense. He's just a guy. Aroof, that's you, Jacobite. What you doing now? Still in Minecraft? What are you getting done in Minecraft? What task have you allocated to yourself? Still in drives? What? That's crazy. I don't even know if I want to do drives after this. I think I'm probably just not gonna do that today. Or I might just not do it at all. Like, I don't think I can learn anything. I can't get back into the groove of Overwatch if I'm EP. I'm gonna try anyways because I have many hours to go. And I'm gonna be bored. And it's literally the middle of the day, so if I go to sleep now, I'll just wake up at, like, mid-night time. It's like a bear, very friend-shaped, exactly. Except the bear is huge, and the owl is just a little thing. They're like a little pill-shaped friends. Or pillow-shaped friends, I don't know. They have very sharp claws, though. You're supposed to be very careful with that. Evil bird. Evil! on some Adventure Time Lich type shit. Well, my ice cream has turned into liquid, so I guess I'll drink it. It's been a very long time since I had one of these. Now, I will simply not eat for a long while. My goo eater prophecy came true. How is me eating ice cream you having your prophecy fulfilled just because it melted? It's still ice cream. It is not goo. It became cum. Thank you for your knowledge. You're just a pleasant interjector. I said it would. No, you said it would become goo, and it is not goo. It is liquid ice cream. Very big difference, I think. Three-eyed owl. Spooky. You don't think, fucking liar. Why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so rude? Why can't you let your boy just have one, you know? Just have one little comeback. God damn. Yo, you will be bullied for not sleeping. I don't know, man. I'm already being berated enough as it is for not sleeping. As if I didn't explain plainly and clearly that I don't want to sleep just for like 3 hours again for another day. I'm tired of it. I want actual sleep for like a good fucking 8 hours or something. Dislike it. I very much dislike it when it happens for multiple days straight and I just wake up 3 hours of sleep every damn day. Very, 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 very cruel of my brain to do that. Yol is bullied for existing. He is built for bullying. Why is existing wrong? It isn't wrong. It is never wrong to exist. People just may not like the circumstances of your existence or what your existence allows. Or means, or whatever. I'm like, I almost fell asleep right here in this chair, holy. It's just why he dreams of muscle women squeezing him and throwing him around like weights. I don't think of them throwing me around like weights. I don't dream much these days. I feel like that's not a good thing. Although, to be fair, dreams are not commonly remembered, even though I'm pretty sure technically people have dreams all the damn time. It's imperative you go for a walk. We got like 30 minutes left. Where am I gonna walk to? I'll probably take a shower after stream anyhow. So that'll be the closest thing to a walk I get. Just walking to the bathroom, showering, walking back. Feeling like Wade Diddy. Oh no, not Diddy. I'm not gonna lie, the more I learn about you, Yo, the more you sound like a archetype of a fae spirit. How? I feel like faes are like very mysterious entities. How am I anything like a fae? I feel like a fae would find that insulting and then strike me down for it rather than striking you down for the insult of comparing one to me. I don't even know what I'm trying to draw right now. I think it was like a claw or a tail or something. You're very silly and whimsy, but your power levels are very low, so you live off a budget on everything. Huh. But you still do your best. That's the only thing I can do. It's the only way I can exert control in my life. Little guy from a manga that's very depressing. Now that I think about it. I cannot wait to figure out what I'm gonna feel like when I wake up tomorrow. Holy moly. What do we do tomorrow? I think it's a wife quest, right? The game, I mean, for tomorrow. Pretty sure, so... I like how I go from suffering today to suffering tomorrow. Because I am stuck on the stupid little boss, the Oni lady, if I remember correctly. Big ol' Oni lady. Who is a problem. You made it home, congratulations, and you are hot as fuck. Too much sun. Umbrella. Be like those gothic girls who carry their fancy little umbrellas around to prevent the sun from touching their skin. Like a vampire, so you do bicycle? Oh. Okay, then yeah, that's a bit of a problem. You're just gonna be overheated, or not overheated, but you know, you're just gonna be hot because you are you're exerting yourself physically. Ocean man. Imagine it. Imagine the ocean man. I think I'm just gonna head on here for the rest of the these last 20 minutos. I know not what to do. Soaking up. Yeah, you know the lyrics. You know the lyrics. No, do not save this random blank page. Thank you very much. That would be very cool. Thank you. What month is... Well, I guess I shouldn't worry about what month is coming up. Let's play a video game. I don't got the time to play video game on stream. If I'm gonna play video game, it's gonna be by myself. My energy levels are running low. I cannot handle more socialness. So what the hell are you guys doing for the weekend? Anything cool? Just chilling? Working? Plans, maybe? Rolling with the punches, as they say? Blender? Ah, blender. I think Yuki used to do a little bit of blender work himself. Just a bit, though. Not sure how deep into the blender he's gotten. Rotting? Why? Do you like milk? You shouldn't. If that is the case, you should go get more. You got a mommy. I mean, I hope so. Long way to go until furry porn. Hey, we all start somewhere. I mean, look at me. Look at my form. Look at myself. And look at what I tried to do and how I couldn't. Yeah, we all gotta start off somewhere. Oh, that's what you meant by a mommy. I see. Yeah, that's definitely... I think that's more of a mistress than a mommy. I'm gonna be honest. She looks like she's gonna hit you with a stick if you do something wrong. Mega Man games can get surprisingly horny. You still didn't accept my friend request? Send another then. Send another. You don't have milk? That is sad. Damn. Why not? Go get some. Can you not send a friend request multiple times? Is that a thing? One moment. There we go. See, you could do it again, you goober. Absolute goober moment. I need my devices to stop, like, birding, you know? They're just going... Tough is playing Girls Front Lines, too. Crazy. How's the gacha? How's the gacha going, Tough? It's almost midnight. No milk place open. Damn. Not even, like, a convenience store? Not a single thing? When am I gonna continue trying to work on this? I have to, like, think on that, honestly. Because I do genuinely want to get it done, the new Femlotl. But, like, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to work on it tomorrow. I'm gonna have to start from scratch anyways, so I may as well. May as well do it tomorrow when I wake up. Afterwards, I mean. Maybe a little breakfast, get to work. Not gonna be able to finish it before whatever stream, that much I know. Because it usually takes me like 2 days if I'm relatively fast. No, the workers unfortunately have rights. That's not what I mean, you know? Night workers working the night shift is a thing. That doesn't mean they don't have rights just because they choose to work the night shift. I would scroll around on the internet, but then I remember that I have music playing, and if a video plays incidentally, I do not know what things could be heard. 15 Benadryls. What does a Benadryl even do? Like, I don't even know what it actually does. 16 Benadryls. Isn't a Benadryl just like a medicine for when you get the sniffles? You just go honk shoo, me. No, but like I'm pretty sure like a Benadryl at the normal doses is literally just like some normal ass medicine that people just so happen to abuse the hell out of. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be. You never know. Normal ass, the literal side effects of a normal dose is sleepyhead. Is it a sleep medication? Because I don't think it's a sleep medication. Hold on. Yes, it's allergy medicine. Which I guess side effects can be drowsiness, but... yeah, okay. Like... yeah, but you're saying side effects as if it was like the main thing it does, which maybe that's what it's known for. You know, maybe it has more of that in it than the typical stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm sending a mosquito to bite your toes now. Again. This is the second time. They hit the second toe. They hit the second toe. I could maybe watch some anime later. I don't know, though. I'm trying to get, like... I kind of want to... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. I downloaded Overwatch again, and I'm like, what if I played again, and what if I actually got good? I'm never gonna get good. It's not ever gonna get good. Because it's fucking Overwatch, and I just suck at it. You're gonna do the boy kisser and Blender? Come on, I'm sure you can come up with something more interesting than that. But you know what? Go ahead. Go forth. Practice makes perfect. And I'm sure you'll have a good old time with the Beanits. That is a huge improvement. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I will take your word for it. Let's see. I'm just gonna double check on the schedule. Yeah, Wife Quest is tomorrow, and then the Sunday is supposed to be another art day. I'm questioning these art days, honestly, a little bit. Starting to feel like I have to phase them out once more, just for a little while. Orange soda would be pretty swell. Freaking love orange soda. Fanta, you know, pretty good stuff. I don't know any other company that makes like fruit-flavored sodas. Just Fanta. Maybe like off-brand stuff, you know? Stuff you find in like a dollar store. That is close enough that you're like, hey, it's $1. I don't care. Just get the whole bottle of kind of not really Fanta and just chug that shit. Chug it. Who cares? Fizzy drink. Soda pop. I still think the whole idea of calling soda just pop is a little funny. Just a little bit. Pop. Why pop? What in the world? You know what? I don't want to know, actually. I think I will remain ignorant to this. Whatever this may be. Man. Why can't I, like, have a partner or something? I need someone to just, like, grab at my head. Just pat my head. Somebody. 5 seconds. Flat. That's it. Nothing more. Because it's fizzy and it pops, which is probably why only Hicks call it pop. I suppose you are right about that much. You're wise, Wiki. You are very, very wise. Haven't gone to, like, a steakhouse in forever. Or had, like, proper barbecue. Like meat. Ribs, you know? Or a frickin' barbecue chicken burger. Oh, man. I did have a chicken patty type burger a couple of days ago with, like, feta cheese in it. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Didn't necessarily fill me for long when I ate, like, 2 of them. Not at, like, once, but, like, one at one point and then the other one at some other point. Felt kind of light, weirdly enough, even though I'm pretty sure it amounted to, like, nearly 500 calories. The patty and the bun and whatnot, and all the rest that was in there. You have your moments. You do. You do have your moments of wisdom. Surprisingly. There is 3 million billion pill bugs somewhere. They're everywhere. I don't know how pill bugs even thrive the way they do. They just go into some dark place. I guess they technically can go into any dark place is the thing, right? But usually you find them under a rock, so you would think, like, oh, they specifically look for really dark places, right? But it's like, nah, they just sometimes chill in, like, a crack in the wall, maybe? Probably, honestly. Maybe they won't if there isn't any food around. Maybe they don't feel like the environment has easy to access food, and then they won't. But either way, they kind of seem to be everywhere for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe they aren't. Maybe I'm just tripping. My eyes burning. It's burning. No. I am punished for sins I do not even know I committed. Your PC is cooking you alive in your room. Man, tell it to stop doing that, Dan. Smack it a little bit. You know, put it in its place. Easy snack. Oh, the pill bug, you mean. Turn the Bitcoin miner off. You say that as if that would just simply be an on and off switch. I mean, it might be. Who knows? I don't. Oh my god, my hair. My hair. No. What a tragedy. Yep, there we go. Okay. I was about to say, I feel like I'm gonna just yawn. You tried reading comics for free and got pop-up ads, so you might have a Bitcoin miner now. Damn. Is that really how that works? I feel like you would know. Like, I feel like you would know. Then again, maybe I have one too. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I would not be surprised in the slightest if I had some kind of virus on this thing. And just never knew. I need to, like, not close my eyes while I'm on this chair. It is dangerous territory. Dangerous as a danger noodle swimming in a pool. You wouldn't know either. Hey, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. On the internet, it's just swim or drown, you know? Swim or drown. And you and I might just drown. You wanna hear me snore? I don't snore, I don't think. Last I remember, at least. Oh, you wanna just commit murder is what you wanna do. Heinous, but understandable. You're winning. Is there a prize? Winning. The journey is the reward. As they say in parts of the world. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Nerium? Time to guitar. Blender got boring quick, as do most things. But yes, take your break. Take your break from it for now. Maybe return to it later today. Maybe return to it tomorrow. How much money do I have? I gotta think about that. Because I kind of want to go to the liquor store. I'm not even sure if it opens tomorrow now that I think about it. Maybe. Okay, before I just like get you something, I'll get you a 6-pack. I'll get you a 6-pack, you know? Something easy, something easy. Alright, let me head out now. If you are so graciously allowing this buffoon to evade capture by rest in the chair. Not beer, at least. It'll be like a 6-pack, I don't know. Buzz balls or something. I don't know, man. I'll see y'all around, alright? I bid thee farewell. I hope y'all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. I'll see you when I see you. Can you have some? You're gonna have to ask Wiki for it. I only got enough to get him a bit of something. Bye-bye.